right, so we got AFC West, Lags. The only other undefeated team left, right? Chiefs 4-0, Raiders 2-2,
Hmm.
Chargers 2-2. Ugh, poor Sega. Broncos 0-4.
Yeah, it's
Let's start at the bottom on
uh,
this. What are your thoughts on the Broncos?
tank for Tua.
Tank? You think so?
I don't. I don't necessarily think they're going to tank, but I don't see them winning more than about 3 or 4 games. The bad part is, and this is something I'm sure we're going to hit on later. Actually, I'll wait. I'll wait to talk about this till we talk about the Bengals. But a lot of talent on that team defensively, and they have
It's
Lindsey
just
on offense, but they just can't put it together.
well, I will. There's been 2 games where they lost by a last second field goal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like they're getting blown out, and there have been some bad calls. I know that game against the Bears that was on, you know, was that a Sunday night game or I think it was, I was able to watch it. There was a horrendous roughing uh, the passer call, and it put the Bears in range for a field goal. So and then Bradley Chubb I think's out for the year now. That's a big blow.
Yeah.
Von Miller is like got his first sack of the season last game.
Woo.
There's some problems there. Joe Flacco, I don't think he's played terrible, but it's Joe Flacco. What do you expect? You know, and then the thing I have there is John Elway. Uh, uh, John Elway, I think, got a little bit of a pass for being a good team president because he was able to get Peyton Manning, right? Because what has he done after Peyton Manning's left? They haven't really been good. So
Did get them a
thoughts?
Super Bowl. If you can get a team a Super Bowl, they'll keep you a lot longer
Yeah,
than
but you got Peyton Manning.
necessary.
I feel like at that point in time, Peyton no matter what team he would have went to, probably because he was still playing at a high level, right? He could have took that team to the Super Bowl as long as they pieced together a little bit around him.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, John Elway, what are you doing, bro? What are your thoughts on the 2-2 Chargers?
typical, typical
Typical,
Chargers. They'll probably
same
make the
old, same old.
playoffs, lose in the first round.
They got all this talent, and they just have a hard time winning games. It's just crazy to me.
Melvin Gordon's gonna be coming back though. He came
That's
back last week? Technically,
yeah, I think so. Yeah. Bradley Chubb tore his ACL, came out and played the whole next series. Tough dudes, man. These are some tough dudes.
how do you let a
Tough.
player go back out on a torn ACL?
He probably didn't. He probably was trying to. The only way that happens in this day and age is he's probably hiding it. Because if you even hint towards stuff like that, they're not letting you, especially as much as money as they invest in these guys. You know, I don't know. Could be wrong. Chargers. Oh, I have a good question for you in chat. Is Philip Rivers a Hall of Famer?
Where does he rank on the all-time lists for passing and touchdown?
He's up there. Like, I don't know off the top of my head. We could look it up, but he's definitely up there in a lot of those stats.
If
He's
he's
in the
top 5 in both those categories, then I would say yes.
never won anything.
Never
Never
won
even come
anything,
close.
but if you're top 5 all time in 2 different categories as a quarterback who's the leader of a team,
Yeah.
then I would put you in the
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. I mean, what?
Really good.
McNabb made a Hall of Fame or no?
No, McNabb's not even going to sniff a Hall of
You don't
Fame.
think so?
No, not even a chance. He doesn't even sniff it. No, 0% chance. There's no way. If they put McNabb in the Hall of Fame, then we just need to allow everybody in the Hall of Fame. And I'm a huge. No, he's not in the Hall of Fame, Godly, and that's how I know you're not an Eagles fan, or true Eagles fan. Um, if and I'm a big Cowboy fan, right? But if you're going to put McNabb in, you might as well put Romo in, right? Same player. Great. What did they ever do? Only reason McNabb got to play in the Super Bowl is because he had T.O. for 1 year, and T.O. carried that team to the Super Bowl.
And T.O. got hurt. I could have sworn that the Eagles were going to win that before T.O. got hurt.
McNabb choked it. He should never make it. Okay, good. Okay, good. I'm glad.
Oh yeah, don't Eagles fans have a sour taste in their mouth about McNabb? Didn't he do them dirty?
I think I don't know, but he was a good player, but he's not Hall of Fame worthy. It's like that argument I had with Rex a while back. Remember, and he was talking about
Oh,
that tight end.
tight end Heath
And,
Miller.
and and it's just, yeah, it's the same reason why he's not in the Hall of Fame. I can't remember his name. It's like it was a good player, but you forget about him when he's done playing.
Everyone knows McNabb though.
Well, McNabb, because he was a really good quarterback and he was on commercials every 2 seconds in his heyday. So yeah, he's a big name. He's not a Hall of Famer though. No
I don't.
way.
I have no reason to like think he's a Hall of Famer. I was just curious if he was or not.
Yeah. It,
I would put Philip Rivers in the Hall of Fame if he's top five in a couple of
oh, I'm
quarterback
sure. I'm sure he is. He's got to
things.
be. I mean, because that's been a pass. I
Pass
mean,
happy.
he's a pass heavy team for. Yeah, he's like a Dan Fouts, right? Dan Fouts, an old Charger. Dan Fouts is in the Hall of Fame, and he never won anything. I don't believe. He just put up good stats every year. Raiders 2-2.
They're the Raiders. It's surprising that they're doing that
I like it.
decently.
I
Yeah.
like it. I like it because that whole AB drama, which the Raiders have every bit of blame to deal with that too. They enabled it. They traded for the guy, and then they enabled it for a while. But it is cool to see them win a couple games.
Yeah.
AB's not even in the league. I like it. You never liked McNabb, but when he trashed, oh, that's right, I remember that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I remember him trashing Wentz. Give him Hall of Fame for him. He's a drunk. Yeah, and he's had a couple DWS too. I remember that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he was good, but he did. Remember he threw up in the Super Bowl. Like he maybe not. Do you remember that? Like on one of like the final drive, he was like in the huddle throwing up.
Ugh. Oh yeah, I
So
think I do
maybe he
remember that.
wasn't conditioned enough. I don't know. Chiefs 4-0. Are they the real deal?
I would have to assume so. I don't think the Chiefs are winning a Super Bowl either. I don't think the Chiefs or the Patriots are winning a Super Bowl this year.
I don't think the Chiefs do, just because their defense is not good. Their defense looks a little bit better than it was last year, but they're like the Chargers, even though I think the Chiefs still beat them by a couple, 20 points. They still allowed. Now, we'll get into that a little bit later. Gardner Minshew might be, that Minshew magic, but the Chargers put up numbers, the Ravens put up numbers, and I think we're starting to see now that the Ravens aren't as good as we thought. They just don't have a defense, man, and that's what it's a typical Andy Reid team. Great offense, but how do those teams equate to playoff success and Super Bowl success when they don't play good enough defense? So
True.
the ground was McNabb's number one
Well,
target in his
we
career.
now know that Godley does not like Donovan McNabb.
I I don't know, man. McNabb always, I don't know. I never really had a hatred for McNabb, even though he's an Eagle. We never, because we would beat. He never owned us. We didn't own him, but
I kind of
it's
like the Eagles back in the day.
they were all right. I mean, I only time I only rooted them for him one time, and that was when they were facing when TOs. I wanted them to beat the Patriots
Yep, same
then,
here.
but this last one I did not want them to win, just because I just ugh, I
That
just
Nick
couldn't do
Foles
it.
magic.
Yeah,